Hello lovely people of the internet, my name is Timid and welcome back to the channel, or welcome to the channel if you're new here. And in today's video we're going to be attempting to make a limited pack apartment, and I'm actually going to limit it to just eco lifestyle. So you'll probably see me change the layout a couple of times if I didn't edit it out of the video, apologies if I did. Side note, for some silly reason I don't watch my speed builds as I record the voiceover, so we just hope for the best? But anyway, the vibe for this apartment is modern but moderately cluttered. So this apartment is for a young adult sim who's an artist but is also single. In an apartment like this, I want to only be dealing with the gameplay of one sim, to be honest. I'll say this now, I don't care about the exterior. The windows are probably gonna look absolutely shocking from the outside. And I also don't particularly care about how realistic this apartment is, considering my inspiration for this place was sort of nostalgic TV shows. Like how in every house, for a while in TV shows, was just open plan. I know that was probably for recording purposes, it would have probably made it easier to record the show, I don't know, it's not my profession. But when I was building this apartment, I was watching iCarly for nostalgia, and don't judge me, we all watch our childhood shows from time to time. So essentially that TV set was kind of what we're going for. I guess it's also a little Pinteresty. Side note, I'm not particularly into scrolling. I don't even have TikTok downloaded anymore because I just didn't use it. I'm not massive on Reels or YouTube Shorts, however, I will scroll Pinterest for absolutely hours. My entire Pinterest feed is aesthetic meals to make and cakes to bake, which granted, I will actually do. But it also consists of art rooms and nurseries for some reason. Now, I'm not even vaguely close in my life to having a baby, nor am I close to having an art room, but arguably I would be closer to having an art room than a baby. I don't know why I went on this spiel, but Pinterest is cool, I guess. I don't know, this gives kind of Pinterest art room slash plant mum vibes, or at least it kind of will do once I've decorated it. Complete diversion in topic. I feel the need to talk about the pack that I'm using. So I'm only using the Eco Lifestyle pack and the base game, but I've also used a lot of debug items, which if you're unfamiliar with debug, it's essentially a bunch of decorative items of things that you can interact with, but they make things look cooler. So there's plants and cars and paintings and rugs and things like that in the debug menu. To access it on PC, you'd need to press Ctrl, Shift and C and type in bb.showhiddenobjects and press enter. Debug is such a wonderful thing, but it's an absolute pain to navigate. But anyway, the Eco Lifestyle pack isn't one that I use all that much. I use a fair amount of the casts, I do use a lot of the build stuff to be fair, but I don't play with the gameplay that often because it's not particularly easy to integrate with your everyday gameplay. I prefer to play with a pack almost as if it's a separate game, but I do really enjoy when I play it. Is it worth $40? Objectively, no. Will I use it every day? Also no. And for those reasons I cannot recommend the pack, but also what Sims pack is worth $40? Anyways, the pack got a lot of criticism even before it came out. So frequently there'll be a leak of any new expansion pack that comes out a couple days before the official trailer comes out. But with the Eco Lifestyle expansion, there was a fake leak about a farming pack. At this point, that was kind of a huge deal because farming was a thing that the Sims community really wanted back then. It was kind of like how the Sims community are with fairies now. We didn't have cottage living then, so when Eco Lifestyle was announced, people found out it wasn't actually a farming pack and they were mad. And that's essentially the tea surrounding the pack. The pack is basically about impacting the world's eco footprint, either for better or for worse, and then you can use the neighborhood action plan to help this. There's a bunch of really unique features to the pack, like managing sustainable living, renewing your own energy, upgrading your home to be slightly better for the environment and for your own cost of living. I know The Sims is getting violently close to real life considering they added a cost of living crisis to The Sims 4. But anyway, you can add solar panels and wind turbines and dew collectors. Also, my favourite part of the pack is it came with a dumpster your Sims can woohoo in, or they can take a nap in it. The pack also came with 2 new types of death. Death by beetles and death by being swarmed by flies. It also came with a cool new weather type, acid rain. There's also a couple of skills that come with the pack where you can make fizzy juice or make candles. Now, neither of which I use particularly often, but I think I did use the candle making station in this build. I feel like it fits with the whole crafty maker vibe. I don't actually properly remember, I apologise for that, but in my defence, and this is a shocking defence, I built this apartment and edited the speed build like 6 weeks ago and just forgot about it because I put the video file in the wrong place on my computer, and I also got distracted by the Reaper's Rewards event thing, which I'm fully about to rant, but this was so underwhelming. Now, I liked the event. I like how there was a structured gameplay thing in a traditionally sandbox game. I think that the first couple of weeks of the event were cool, but I would have liked something a little bit more. I mean, I finished week 5 in 9 minutes. The entire recording clip was 9 minutes long. It could have been a little bit more fleshed out. I personally would have liked a bigger reward for finishing the event rather than a book and a couple of potions. But anyway, I'm either posting the full Reaper's Rewards video next week if I've procrastinated editing it, and if you're seeing this video first, then I've posted it when I was actually planning to, and I'll link it in the description. I don't really have anything else to rant about, so tell me something fun you did this week. Did you have a particularly good day at school or work? Did you go anywhere nice, do something fun, eat something delicious? Did you do anything productive? Did you do anything creative? Did you have a relaxed day where you just ate good food, curled up in bed, watched Netflix and had a fat nap? My personal highlight of my week was church. So I usually go to church twice on a Sunday. I go to the morning service, which is a little more lively and upbeat, and then I usually go to a cafe for lunch, do some work or do some shopping, and get some stuff done. And then I go to the evening service, which is a lot more chilled out and quiet, and it's honestly the most therapeutic thing. Every week I go to church and I have a great time in the morning. I do something either fun or productive in the afternoon. I have a massive cry in the evening and I absolutely love it. Every bad emotion, every bad thought, everything that's gone wrong with my week just goes away with a fat cry and a fat pray. I absolutely recommend it. My church is really cool. They'll do this thing most weeks where they'll feed uni students pizza after the service, but there's also like sandwiches and crisps and things like that too. I've made some brilliant friends through my church and I meet up with them quite frequently outside of church too. So I went to a cafe with one of my friends that I met through church and it's honestly so pretty. I'm inspired to make it in The Sims. I've done a couple of builds like that recently, but I don't know if I should post them or not. I'd really appreciate your input on that. I've done a couple of massive builds recently, none of which are coming out anytime soon for full disclosure because I would like to get my camera and background set up so I can record again properly. I moved house, it was a whole thing, but I want to wait to do the longer speed builds with my camera and my background sorted out so it's a bit more kind of interesting for you guys. Also, another side note, I would have a couple of ideas for sim builds, but do you guys have anything you'd like to see me make, either in long form or short form content? I've got a couple of ideas, but honestly not that many. And on that note, I think we're probably coming somewhere to the end of the video. I hope you guys like the build. If you have any particular Sims builds you'd like me to try, let me know in the comments. Feel free to leave a like and subscribe, but absolutely no pressure if you don't want to. I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day. God bless you all, lots of love, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!